evening to tonight's quantum meditation. Tonight, I will be sharing with you some holistic tools, wellness care tips for alleviating pain in the hands. So if you are struggling with arthritis or a type of arthritis, carpal tunnel syndrome, this meditation is for you. So let's jump right into all the beautiful ways that you can accelerate healing for your hands. So always join me with your breath, breathing in the nose and out the mouth, and notice your beautiful hands. So our hands are these expressive centers of our being. We embrace with our hands, we speak with our hands, we express with our hands. And so there is a profound amount of energy that is released through our hands. And when we experience pain in the hands, it's because this energy is blocked. And so the techniques I'm going to be sharing with you are just easy ways to open up any blocked dams, any congested energy, to get the circulation flowing, reducing inflammation, and getting a deeper sensation than maybe numbness or tingling that you may be experiencing right now. And as I guide you through the healing for your hands, I'll be sharing with you insights on different areas that may be tender and what that means and how to alleviate it. So bring up one of your hands. Hello. And what we're going to do is we're going to just first massage down the forearm. Okay. Just pressing and being gentle with your touch. If you are experiencing pain when you touch your body, be gentle. A lighter touch is then preferred. We're just kind of getting the circulation going. Yep, and just massaging down the forearm. And then bend your wrist. So we're going to bend it forward, and you're going to bend it backward. Breathing, and again, being gentle with any type of tension. Just meet the tension. Do not push past it. Being gentle with yourself as we're connecting also with the subtle energy, the magical powers of our healing hands, our loving hands, so that we can, again, move the energy from beyond the fingers, beyond the physical, into our energetic field. So just a couple more times, massaging down. Being gentle. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start to clear the gates of our hands. So what that means is we're just massaging in between the metatarsal bones, coming up, starting with the thumb. And we're going to start with one of the most powerful acupoints, trigger points on the body, large intestine 4, a low point. And when you press it, if you have arthritis or carpal tunnel, I can guarantee you this point is tender. And so when we find a tender spot, again, we're finding a place where we can open up our energy to flow more proficiently. And so just, when you find a tender spot, just flip your hand back and forth. And this is offering the charge of the energy to come into a state of neutrality. And you may notice even a little sense of relief. And then come back and probe the point that was tender and notice if there's any shift. And if it's still tender, maybe flip your hands back a couple more times, a few more times, to notice a little bit more relief. And also, it's okay if it's still tender to begin to massage the point. So again, we're going for ease and grace more than high pressure. So just massaging and coming up off the thumb. If right here is tender for you, the inner part of your thumb, this is our point of knowing if we need to let go. So you can massage here if you're having time in your life where you may be gripping and holding on to support your body to release, to relax and to allow. And taking a deep breath, because also the thumb is the container of our lung meridian, which means the meridian, the channel associated most closely to the lung organ. And so taking some breaths, knowing that you're oxygenating the body, providing oxygen to the heart, to the blood, to all the body. And if you want to get even more open for oxygenating your body, supporting the lungs, even just rubbing right here on the wrist. Again, also a really great point for supporting to alleviate pain with arthritis. Just again, pulling your hands off of your thumb. And now let's move our way to our index finger, just massaging up in between the bones, pulling up off the index finger. And if you have pain in this area, just being gentle. Another technique is to just hold the tips of your fingers. Maybe we'll do that at the end. So again, just massaging. Again, the large intestine meridian flows through the index finger, which just supports us to let go. And so just noticing your breath, noticing that you may be becoming a little bit more relaxed, allowing your physical intelligence to begin to take over. As two, you can even imagine rivers of energy flowing through the hands, off your hands, into your energetic field, and off your finger. Because again, we're here to alleviate pain, support reducing inflammation. To backtrack just a little bit, this point as well, it's a powerhouse point for alleviating inflammation. You can heal the whole body right here. Headaches, if you're dizzy or nauseous, obviously in pain, come right here. And now let's move our way to our middle finger. So first for the middle finger, we're going to work with the palm of the hand, coming to the middle of the wrist here. If you're experiencing carpal tunnel syndrome, I imagine that this is quite tender. This is again a powerful acupoint on the body. So let's just flip our hands back and forth, opening up this meridian point to allow energy to flow through the hand and up the middle finger. This point is also great for circulation and supporting us emotionally. So if you're going through a hard time, heartache, definitely bring your awareness to this acupoint right embedded in the wrist before it meets the palm. So now let's just massage up. Again, being gentle if you're experiencing any pain in this area. Massaging up, we're going through a lot of other acupoints that are very, very supportive, helpful for alleviating arthritis and carpal tunnel syndrome. So being gentle, and if you find a tender spot, stay there a little bit longer. Just keep massaging up. And we're going to come up to the middle finger and we're going to massage in between the joints of the finger. In between, just kind of creating a little bit more space, relaxing the tissues, supporting them just a little bit more. And then let's just hold the middle finger for just a little bit. Let's take a breath in the nose together and out the mouth. That's very yummy. And just kind of pull the energy off. And let's just stop and kind of come down to the forearm, supporting again. Just pushing our energy up and off our hand. Which brings us next to our ring finger. So let's come now to the front of the hand and massaging in between the bones here. And come to actually start at the wrist and come on up. Just kind of press. You can normally use a little bit of pressure here because it's normally not as tender. But again, there's a lot of powerful points here that support to balance our yang meridians, which means our doing aspects of ourselves, like our stomach, like our bladder, our gallbladder, organs that have jobs that can be given to them to kind of have a start and stop time. Like our stomach works when we're digesting food, and it's taking a break when we're not digesting food. Where like our heart, a yin meridian, is working all the time. So kind of just push up and just notice the relaxation coming through you. We're also working with some powerful relaxation points as we come in between the metatarsal bones, just opening up the gates for the ring finger. Again, massaging in between the joints. Breathing, maybe you're even yawning, which means that we're releasing energy, creating bigger flow for our hands to get relief and wellness and better circulation. And now we come to our powerful pinky finger. And again, let's just come down on the forearm, squeezing up the forearm, gentle with our touch. And just really this time, we're going to work on the side of the hand, coming up, pinky finger. And if you have a tender point right around, I don't know, a little, 2/3 up the hand, eureka. This is a very, very powerful point for supporting us to open up our whole backside. So to support back pain or alleviating back pain, also supporting us to have shoulder pain relief. And again, just opening up the whole body, really supporting our breath. And as we come up, and massaging in between the bones, in between the joints, take a moment to hold the pinky finger. As the tip of our pinky finger is our heart strengthening point. So this point physically supports our heart. So if you're ever in any type of cardiac arrest, bring your fingers to right here on the pinky finger, or probably the person that you are with that's going through it. And also really great to offer us some emotional well-being. It's like kind of giving us a nice comforting hug. A really good job. Very good. And so this is the technique that I'm sharing for supporting your hands, right? And we'll just finish by, we're going to do the other side, but just even coming down in between the elbow. It's another great way of just opening up all the energy to flow down the arm and through the hand and through the fingers. So let's do the other side now. Massaging, starting with the thumb. Oh, excuse me. Let's massage down the forearm. Massaging. You can start in the elbow crease, just coming down. And if you find a tender spot, eureka, give it a little bit more attention and maybe come back to it at the end of this meditation, where this video is really designed to teach you wellness tips to do on your own. I encourage ease in life because life is hard enough. So think about all the times in which you could be doing this, when you're on the phone, when you're watching TV, perhaps even in a conversation. You can be also supporting your hands to reduce any pain, come into relief with arthritis and carpal tunnel syndrome, and really just give your hands more wellness. So next, bending the wrist. And just noticing what you're feeling as you also are connecting with your body, your beautiful hands, these emotional centers. Gosh, just thinking about how much we do with our hands. We work with our hands, we hold on to our hands, we let go with our hands, we eat with our hands. They are very, 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 very powerful parts of our body. So let's move into the thumb. And this is where we get to kind of notice ourselves as bilateral beings. Is there a difference on this part of your thumb coming into a large intestine 4, that powerful acupoint? Does it feel the same or different than the other side? And notice. No right or wrong answer. If it's tender, again, flipping your hand back and forth. Massaging, noticing if there's any tenderness on the inner part of your thumb. And also, as we can take deep breaths, as we're also activating the lungs to breathe in that fresh oxygen, to build our chi, build our blood, support circulation, to alleviate any inflammation, stiffness, pain in the hands. And even kind of massaging in between the joints and then coming off. As we move into the index finger, kind of the same thing, allowing your hands to guide you as well. I have my fingers on the front part of my hand and I have my thumb on the inner, just massaging, knowing that you're doing it right. And coming up, massaging the joints, coming up to the top of the finger, maybe holding the tip of the finger. And just again, knowing that the hands, as I've mentioned, are very, very powerful, really kind of portals for our body, chakras of our body, energy centers. So every area in which we're kind of touching offers relief to the whole body, relief to the whole body, mind, and spirit. So let's come into the middle finger, which can especially be tender if you are experiencing carpal tunnel syndrome. So be gentle. And just massaging, maybe flipping your hand back and forth, the wrist crease. And then just coming up the hand, pushing up the palm of the hand. Again, notice what you feel kind of right here, close to the middle finger, 7/8 of the way up. Another powerful place, area to support us to relax emotionally, release, and support our heart, our sovereign selves, our emotional selves. And then coming up, massaging in between the joints, and then holding the tip of the finger. Just closing your eyes for just a couple of breaths and just noticing maybe your other hand, the hand that you're working with, and this circulation that you have activated in your body. Pretty cool, pretty neat. And now we come to our ring finger. Again, I have my thumb on the palm of the hand, and I'm kind of massaging in between the metatarsal bones, coming up the ring finger. Again, a really powerful part of our body for relaxation. Supporting us, especially if we are combating anxiety, and just noticing how you feel. Oops, I'm over here now. Excuse me. And then massaging up the ring finger, joints. And just noticing how you feel as we release any of that tension, that pain in the hands to support us to overcome arthritis or carpal tunnel syndrome. And now let's just kind of massage our hand, our forearm, letting the energy flow down the arm, out the hands, out the fingers, into our auric field, expanding ourselves, stretching out our expression. And then we come to our powerful pinky finger. It supports our heart, supports our small intestine organ, and also, as mentioned on the other side, as we massage up the outer part of our hand, supports our whole backside to open up. Really great place to come to alleviate back pain, shoulder tension, and of course, improve circulation and get your blood flowing. And then just massaging up in between the bones, being gentle if you're coming into any tension. If I've maybe skipped over a point where you are experiencing tension, please stop and flip your hand back and forth to just clear out any blocked energy. Massaging in between the bones, in between the joints. And then I'll definitely take a moment to hold the pinky finger, the tip of the pinky finger, to nourish our heart, strengthen our heart organ, and just give us a nice comforting hug of support And a nice deep sigh of relief. And so let's just close our eyes for a moment. This completes the exercises for supporting to relief inflammation, tension, numbness, tingling in the hands to overcome arthritis and carpal tunnel syndrome. And just bring your hands palm up onto your thighs and just close your eyes and take some breaths and notice what you feel. Connecting into the sensations in your hand and acknowledging the relief that you're feeling at this time. It is best to put these techniques into your self-care routine. And if you are experiencing significant pain or numbness, I recommend doing this at least 3 times a day. And what's so powerful and wonderful about when we start to work with ourselves holistically, connecting into our energetic channels, is we begin to see results pretty instantaneously. So I bring my hands up to bow to you for taking the time to participate in healing your hands, giving you greater wellness. As always, I so appreciate hearing your feedback and connecting with you if you have watched this meditation. So please share your comments or give it a thumbs up so I know that you are here with me. So I bow to you. I'll see you next week, same time, same place. Namaste.